Hey everyone, I wanted to give you guys a good tip and some other little tricks that I use to get a good seal on my Bobo balloon. That's the number one question I get asked all the time is how do you get a good seal? And it did take some time in the beginning when I was first learning, but I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks that I do. And so I have already done this one just for the sake of this not being a super long video. But whenever you have pre-stretched your balloon, you've blown it up, deflated it, let the air out, you're ready to stuff it, you're just gonna cut right along the very edge. You don't wanna cut a whole lot off. And then once you get your balloon stuffed, then you come in with your heat sealer. So this one I got off of Amazon, and I don't know the brand of this, but I'll be sure to link this in the comments. This is my favorite one. It's the second brand that I've used, and this one's my favorite. So as you see here on the end, you've got a little dial that is your heat setting. I always leave mine somewhere between a 2 and a 3, and they're all different. You'll want to test yours, but even on the brand that I used before this, somewhere between a 2 and a 3 was good for sealing these Bobos. And so instead of, my little hole that I cut was about this far apart. So instead of just doing one long seal, can you see those little white kind of thick lines? I hope you can. It's best to kind of do short little seals, and you want your seals to crisscross just like mine do right here. It makes that little X. That's gonna give you a good seal at that point. And you don't have to go in and really cut or trim along the edge. I do see some people do that, and it's fine if you want to, but once you blow the balloon up enough, those are gonna end up laying flat anyway. And then if you bring ribbon up over the top of your balloon, it's gonna cover up those little creases and edges anyway. But you should have a nice thick white seal like that. And the trick too is whenever you are holding your Bobo or your sealer down, get as close to the edge as you can. But I'm gonna show you this little light right here. See that light up? And then it immediately goes off. It is only heating while the light is on. And so as soon as the light is over and you hear that click, go ahead and hold it down an additional about 10 seconds. And what that is doing, it's letting this cool off and it's setting that seal. If you lift it right when that light goes off, a lot of times you'll end up with bubbles and tears because your balloon is still so hot and it hasn't had time to seal that it'll rip it. And so this one I just did for the sake of, an example, so it's too far down. But see that nice thick white line? That's exactly what you're looking for. So again, if you'll just hold it down about 10 seconds, make some good crisscrosses, you should be good. But if you have any other questions, or again, if you have any different comments or tips or tricks that you use, leave them in the comments below.